Married at First Sight season 13 spoilers. MYRLA and GILL spoilers. It's not really a spoiler over here at the church girl because, I've been telling you guys throughout the season. But anyways, it came out and I'm just going to go ahead and do the video. I want to thank you for your love and your support. Thank you for helping me to get to 12,000 subscribers. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Auntie's Advice. Love you. Love you. Auntie was over here on Tuesday night. Be sure to check Auntie's Advice out. And subscribe, leave a comment. Okay, if you subscribe, you gotta leave a comment so she know you came, but also so YouTube don't delete you, because YouTube is deleting people. But anyways, girl, I'm wearing my breast cancer awareness scarf. I just all month I haven't even mentioned breast cancer. Watch my video I did this morning on Liz and Jason breaking up and blocking commission reviews and allegedly Janice Hylton. Be sure to check that out. Okay. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those comments and those reviews on my book. I appreciate it. If you have gotten one of my books and have not left a review on Amazon, I need those reviews, honey. They help me. You're talking to Amazon for me, helping Amazon to know, listen, this girl, you need to really advertise her book somewhere. Anyways, moving along. Happy Friday. I'm in a rush. Wow. So, the spoilers came out about GILL and MYRLA, and I've been telling you what I've been hearing. I have not this year, Married at First Sight since 13. I haven't gotten a lot of time to do a lot of sleuthing like I used to do and get a lot of stuff. A lot of information on Reddit. Everything I tell you is on Reddit, okay? For those of you who think I'm gossiping. It's all on Reddit. I just go over there, get it, and tie it up nice in a little bow and put it together so you don't have to go dig and sleuth and search. And of course, people send me stuff, and of course, I let you guys know what I get. So we were trying to figure out what's going to happen with MYRLA and GILL. First of all, I've been telling you guys that I really do believe that MYRLA is acting. I just don't think MYRLA believes all this stuff she's doing. Even GILL said she's made a 180 turn, and I just don't believe that she made a 180 turn over that. Be sure to watch my video last night that I did that. I don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say about GILL, because now all of a sudden, y'all, oh my God, that was so mean. GILL has been mean to MYRLA all month. Somebody said, oh, it's I thought it was what she said, he was joking or it was candid, whatever. Girl, please. I'm like, please, that is not what it is, okay? And I should be reading that story for you guys in my book. All season, GILL's been mean to MYRLA, talking down to her, criticizing her, finding fault. And now this last night when he talked about when she wanted to go on a longer ride, and then he criticized her and said, are you ever happy? Does that, I'm trying to get the video, the picture. I thought I put it up here. Are you ever happy? Does anything ever satisfy you? And now all of a sudden y'all want to cry. But I've been telling you guys that all season that he's been really mean to MYRLA, but y'all didn't want to believe me, right? Okay, and so now y'all want to come to, oh my God, you're so right, Jenny, you're so right. I'm like, girl, I don't want to hear it, because I've been saying it all season that he's mean to her. He's been saying little stuff. He made this bubble face, and you guys thought it was funny. And I asked the question, if she was fat, would that be funny? No, it wouldn't. It would really hurt her feelings, right? And so now the spoilers are coming out that, well, let me tell you the spoiler. Number one, the first spoiler we heard at the beginning of the show was that MYRLA did not finish the process. She left him around 7-8 weeks. Well, the show is almost over. So apparently that's not it. The spoiler we heard about 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, is that MYRLA, they both say yes on decision day, and then MYRLA dumped him 2 weeks after. Personally, I wanted her to do it on camera, but we still don't know what's going to happen. All of these are allegations, rumors, hearsay, tea on the street. So we don't know. Personally, I would want to see MYRLA do it. I feel like I need MYRLA to dump him in public, okay, for the rest of us, okay, that women that work hard to make a life for ourselves. And the dust is, men who can't appreciate you for who you are, but want to talk down to you, want you to come from the penthouse to come live in the basement with them, okay? So now we are here. So one of the first spoilers we heard at the beginning, if you was following me, at the beginning of the show, this one spoiler was already out, right? We heard this at the beginning of the show. If you didn't hear it, go back to my video and watch, because I shared this at the beginning of the show. And so this lady, this one lady says, mm, 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 mm. So I went to college with one of GILL's friends, groomsmen, and asked him flat out, do they last? He laughed and said, not even close. His exact words were, she's awful. They set my boy up for failure. I just knew I didn't like MYRLA. Poor GILL. He deserved better, right? So that's kind of making sense for the 2 weeks process after the 2 weeks. Because if she dropped him after the 2 weeks, so I did a video earlier how I heard he was homeless, because what happened was, you know, if you say yes on decision day, you get a sign-in bonus. So he was trying to live off of MYRLA money, trying to get this expensive apartment that he couldn't afford on his own. He can't even afford half of it, right? And so he was looking for apartments in this exclusive resort type of living arrangements. Okay, MYRLA was looking at him like, well, how much is it going to be? And so if they said yes on decision day, not only do they get a sign-in divorce, but Married at First had paid for their rent for 6 months, $10,000, allegedly up to $10,000 per month they would get to stay married for 6 months. So MYRLA, according to the allegations, did not give up her apartment. Remember, on the episode, the Dusty said his lease is going to be renewed up in 3 weeks should he renew it. And I'm like, wait a minute. Don't you have to already have given notice for your lease to be up? But that's because he ain't living nowhere. You know, he living in the basement, ghetto, stinky apartment. And so you could just tell your landlord, I'm not going to renew my lease. So he did not renew his lease. MYRLA never gave up her apartment, but MYRLA also owns a home. So what happened was allegedly, according to the people on the Reddit, is that he gave up his apartment, then MYRLA dropped him 2 weeks, and then boom, he ain't got nowhere to live. And so that's why one of the other angry Dusty friend he got is, oh, I thought he cared about her. Read along. Let's move along. Let's read some more. Okay. And so in this picture, this is the Dusty say, when you truly thought, yeah, this is it. And somebody respond, imagine falling in love with someone who doesn't care about you at all. That's what the friend says. So when MYRLA dropped him 2 weeks after the process, I guess when they were supposed to move in the new apartment, he ain't got nowhere to go. MYRLA, I'll take it whichever way you dish it, girl. I'll take it. Okay. And so this blogger is saying, I'm not sure what happened on decision day, but I have a feeling they chose to stay together. Well, that is one of the latest allegations. And so then this blogger go on to say the Dusty, because that's how Dusty are, okay? They're petty, they're emotional, and they want to get back at you at any way they can. Allegedly, according to this blogger, I'm also told he brought his new girlfriend to the recent Married at First Sight special taping in LA a few weeks ago. The Dusty. He probably found him a pick-me-sha, a dust bunny who's willing to accept his dungeon living lifestyle. Gonna bring her to the special. Huh? Because you want to get back at MYRLA. Just a Dusty, all around Dusty, okay? Be sure to look at the video I did this morning. Lady, for those of you who say MYRLA is negative, you have to understand. I've said this a million times, and MYRLA said it. First of all, she said, I've talked to him about him criticizing me. I don't like it, but he's not going to change. He said he's not going to change. That's who he is. MYRLA says, I complain about things, but I don't complain about my husband. There's a difference. You know what MYRLA thing is? MYRLA is used to living in the penthouse, and the Married at First Sight and GILL can only offer her first floor basement type living. So when you're used to living in the penthouse and they're giving you dungeon living, you're going to say something about it. MYRLA used to staying in 5-star hotels and they put her in a retirement home. Yeah, I'm going to say something about it. I asked for almond milk. You gave me whole milk. Yeah, I'm going to say something about it. See, Gil the Dusty, who's not used to nothing because he lives in the dungeon, you put him in the retirement home. Girl, it's heaven. 2-star, but it's heaven to him. And MYRLA's like, oh, hell no. See, the Dusty, he ain't got nowhere. He ain't been nowhere. Can't afford milk. MYRLA's like, no, I wanted almond milk. That's the difference. And I really believe if MYRLA was with a man who's used to living in the penthouse, she won't have any complaints because he will give her penthouse living. So when you're used to living in the penthouse and they want to give you the dungeon type of living, you're going to complain. And see, a lot of y'all that's talking about ain't no man gonna put up with her. First of all, the only type of men you've dated are dusties and scrubs, how in the God's name you gonna know what a penthouse living man can give her? Because you've never had one. First of all, those of you men coming over here crying and caring, you're not a penthouse living type of man. And for those of you dusties, dust bunnies, pygmishas, you've never had a penthouse type of living man. You're used to GILL. That's why you're happy for him. Because you think you've hit the jackpot. You're only used to dungeon type dating. You've never been in the penthouse. You've never. I love Applebee's. That's what one of the places me and my husband most of our days because it was right around the corner and we could eat and I could get home in 2 hours. You've probably never been to a restaurant where you have to make a reservations, where your man have to make a reservations. You just walk in. MYRLA's used to make a reservation. You've never been to one of them restaurants where they ain't got no price on the menu. You just take what you want. Ain't no money exchange. They just charge your card that's on file. You don't know nothing about that. So how you gonna talk about ain't no man gonna put up with her? If MYRLA is find her a man, meet a man who has the same lifestyle, she'll be fine. Because when MYRLA said, I wish the ride was longer, instead of the dusty talking about you always complaining, is anything too good for you? Are you all ever satisfied with anything? See, dusty language. That is dusty talk. Dusty to the 100th degree. Are you ever satisfied with anything? That's dusty talk. See, the type of man MYRLA needs to be with is the man that says, okay, I'll have that ready for you next week. We're going to go on a longer ride next week. And he would go plan something next week for her. Not the dusty that's going to say, are you ever satisfied with anything? But anyways, girl, I got to go. It's Friday. I love you. Red to Love comes on tonight. I don't know if I'm going to watch live. I don't know. I need to take these braids out of my hair. I don't know. Just check back. I love you. Let me know what you think about the spoilers. How you think it's going to happen. Shout out to Queen MYRLA. Drop the bomb. Drop the dusty. He's jealous of MYRLA. He's intimidated by her. He is a beta male because he called her an alpha female. Then you're a beta male. Feminine. I told y'all. But anyways, I got to go. Thank you for your love and support on my books. Thank you for those reviews on Amazon. If you have not left a review, check it out for me. Bye.